Okay, we are recording, so we'll go ahead and get started. Again, today's webinar we're going to be covering blogs or posts and how you can create a post and put it on a page and then display that page on your website. We'll also cover social media links that you can put on the website as well, so it can point it out to your LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook. And on this particular website, I have some examples of those up there in the top header area. And I believe it's on every page. So if I go in to click on promotional products, you'll see that I have those links there as well. So we'll take a look at that. Yeah, so those are what's on the overall layout. And usually when you're dealing with social media, you will want to put those on your overall layout so that they do appear on whatever page you might go into on your website. So now if I go into the contact page, you'll still see those links. So I'm going to show you how that you can get those and link those out to your LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. You may have Pinterest. You can link to that as well. So we can get started here. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to go back to the home of the website. And the first thing I'm going to cover is really the blogs or posts and how to display those, create those, and then display those on your website. So we're going to begin in the management area. And again, to get there, we're just going to put /manage on the end of the website address or URL. And then I'm going to log in using my email. And my password. Okay, so this is the management section. So if you've attended any other webinars or had your introductory training with us, you'll be pretty familiar with the management section, but this is the home screen. So you do have some general website information on there that you can go in and edit. Where we're going to spend time first of all today is up under content. So up at the top, there's a toolbar or navigation bar, and the website is kind of broken down into various buckets. The first bucket being content, and this is where you want to go to either upload banners, create forms, add pages, or edit pages. So everything involving any type of content that you want to display on your website is usually found under this content area. So if I want to find my page, I can go ahead and click on pages, and then I can see all the various pages that I have on the website. And we'll be coming back to this area here, but this is where you can find those pages. And if you want to put content on a specific page, you would find the page and click on contents. And we're going to be doing that in just a moment. But first of all, we're going to come under content, and we're going to go into post, which is the second one down. And if I click on post, this is where I can create blogs or posts and choose which ones I want to appear on my website. So what I'm going to do is, if there's different kind of sections of posts, if you want to see those that you've created that are published, you can select published, and it would show or display any of posts that are on this site that are published. Draft, or any of those that you're in draft mode with, maybe you're creating them but didn't get to finish. And then you have archived and deleted. So you can constantly see what your old blogs or posts were by going into the deleted or archived accounts, especially if you want to run a blog or a post again, especially if it's seasonal. Maybe 4th of July, you have a standard post that you put out there. So you can go reference something in the archives and bring it back and publish it. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a post first. So by doing that, we're going to come up to this add new post or new blog. If we click on this button, This allows us to create the blog or post. So what we'll do is we'll put it as a published, but again, this is where you can determine where you want to store this blog post. If you put it as published and pending, we're going to give it a title. So maybe we want to have, Memorial Day is coming up. So maybe we want to put something out there regarding Memorial Day specials. So we'll type something in there. Okay. So we've got the title of the post. The date that we're publishing it, we can choose to publish it. I'm just going to publish it today's date. If you want to post Slug, this is kind of what comes up under that post. You can kind of do an excerpt there in reference to what it is, maybe product. We can just say memorial product specials or something. Okay. And then we can go ahead and type what that post is. So what I'm going to do is maybe just create a post that says, 30% off all beach drinkware and we'll do one more. T-shirts. Maybe we'll just call it like maybe fun in the sun. Just write something to kind of fun in the sun, 30% off beach, drinkware and t-shirts. Click more to search product. Now, because you're in kind of a text HTML format, what you could do is you can insert images if you like. Maybe we want to have an image of product that we are going to bring in. So I could put my cursor down one and bring an image in using that image icon. I can also bold certain parts of the post or highlight that or change the format. But if I go ahead and browse my server, I can browse files off my computer just to upload them to the server. So what I might do is grab like maybe an image, a banner image or a picture image. Let's see. Let's get back here. One minute. Sorry about that. Those are golf food. We'll just do this t-shirts one. So we can bring that JPEG in there and upload it to the server. Once it's uploaded to the server, I can select it and it will bring it into this little preview window. So if you want to create your own image that goes along with a post, you could do that. Just make sure it's in a JPEG, GIF, or PNG format. And then you can kind of adjust how you want that to be displayed, maybe 960 here. And hit OK. And so we've got the clickable banner or something that we want to include in our post. Now we can also kind of just highlight this in bold and change the font size to attract people to that post. And we can also, if we wanted to say click more to search product, we could, or we could actually click on the image and using our link up here at the top, we could link it to another category on the website. So you could put in the page that you maybe want to take people to, the promotional products page. So you can grab that and paste in that URL and hit OK. So you have ways in which you can kind of edit and make the post fun and exciting. And then down at the bottom, you also have the excerpt that you can kind of say. So again, we'll put like fun in the sun. And we'll just do 30% off. Oops. Okay, so we can kind of put that in there. And when we've created everything and it's where we want it to be, we can, I'm just going to highlight this just to make it a little bit so you can see everything that you can do. We'll kind of change the font there. And then if we hit save, that's going to save that post. And again, because we chose the status of published and pending, we're going to see it in the published and pending post. So when we select that, it's going to load it there. And look, you've got that uploaded there. And you can edit the post at any time, or you can create more posts or blogs. So basically what you would do is create all your blogs and all your posts under this content post section. Once you've created the post or the blog, then you can choose which page you want to put it on. And to do that, we're going to go in and maybe I'm going to go into content pages. And I think it's always wise to create a page called blog or post, because then it would just, your customers can just click on that and it will show them everything that's going on. So I've already created that page. To create a page, obviously you just click on new page and that will let you create that page. But we're going to edit this existing page. And we're going to go in and we're going to go onto contents. And we already have the post module in there. So right now we already have that module. If I delete that, just so you kind of can see what you would do. The first thing is when you create a page and you go and you click on contents, most likely there's not much on the page. So you would need to come up to the very top here, and using this drop down, select the module for what you want to add to the page. And because we're dealing with blogs and posts, we're going to use what's called a post blogs module. So right here where it says post, we're going to click on that and we're going to insert that module onto the page that we're on. And when you insert the module, it's automatically going to open it up to edit mode. And there's not much you have to do within a post or blog module except for designate how many of those published posts you want to, display. So if it's published, if it's listed as a published post, like we designated the status, it's going to show as soon as you put that module on. I'm just going to leave it at 10 posts, to display 10 at a time. And if I hit save, you'll see immediately there's the module, the post module that we added, and there's the post. It automatically pulls through that feed. So you can kind of see what's going on. You can see when that post was created, and so forth. Now, if we want to make this visible to the customer, we need to publish our changes on this page by coming up here to the top right. Okay, so it's gone ahead and published that page. Now the problem being is we've created a page, but we haven't really created an avenue in which customers can get to that page. So I always come back to appearance and overall layout, because this is where you can edit the information that's found on every page of the website. And the reason why I like to go in here is I can edit the header information. And what I'm going to add to this header is another button here. So it's called posts or blogs, and they can click on that and get to that page that we have now added those posts or blogs to. So to link that page, I'm going to go into this module, and it's marked by this dotted area here. But you have these three buttons, and the pencil allows you to go in and edit that module. And so what I'm going to do is I'm looking for an existing page. So we'll go in and select page from the bookmarks, because that's what we're linking. And right there on the top is the blog page. But if I needed to find the page, I could search using this drop down here. So I highlight blog and I hit insert. And it's added blog over here. And this is what's appearing on that navigation toolbar. So what I might want to do is change the order. I don't necessarily want blog to be first. I can click on it and drag it down and maybe put it after contact. I can put it at the bottom there and hit save. And that immediately brings it forward. And now, oh, it says contact. Let's see, I don't think that page is labeled right. So let's see here. Let's go grab page. This is what I get for using a previous page that was created during another training. So let's try, it's coming in as blog, but it's saying contact. Let's do this. I'm going to cancel out of this. I apologize for this. And what we'll do is we'll publish what we did. And I'm going to actually, this is really a good kind of lesson, is if you find out that maybe your page is not coming through, the chances are that when you created the page, the attributes of that page are listed wrong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into pages. I'm going to find the page, but this time I'm going to edit the attributes. And a page attribute pertains to the site or the page name or title that appears. It also is where you can enter meta tags and meta descriptions for that page or keywords. So it should be coming up as blog. We've got blog, menu title blog, meta is blog. So everything on here is listed properly. What I might do is just maybe rename it just to see if it's, maybe it's just a little bit of a bug here on this particular page. Okay, let's save our changes and see what that does. Okay, now I'm going to go back to appearance, overall layout. I'll try this one more time. If it doesn't pull through, I'll get that fixed, but I think you can understand the idea there. So we'll go back into this edit area of this module. And we'll delete that. Bring in the page. There we go. There it goes. So we just needed to refresh that. So what I've done is I've added that page now to that toolbar. So if I go up to the very top, I can hit publish. And we can go ahead and view the site. So we can kind of view our blog and our post as well as see what that looks like on that overall layout. So if we click now, blog and post is listed up here. We've created a way to get to that page. And if we click on that page, we can now see Memorial Day specials. And if I click on that post, it should open up here so we can see the entire post. And there we go. So we've got the entire post. There's our Memorial Day specials with Fun in the Sun and everything that we wrote in there, including that image. And then we have our little blog under there, or our excerpt under there. So you can kind of see how that works. And you can put as many posts or blogs up there as you'd like. And then you can select when you want them to fall off. So you can set in that post, you know, as far as I want it to expire at a certain time. So you don't necessarily have to go in and edit it every time that you want it to take it off. It will just automatically expire when you set the date. So before we go into the social media links and so forth, what I'd like to do is maybe just take a look and see if there are any questions on the blogs or posts that we covered. Okay, a post slug it's kind of a little bit confusing. I asked as well what that was regarding. A post slug is actually what's tied to that post, so that anyone Googling that information, the slug actually kind of the search engines find that reference and will direct it to your post. So it just allows people to be able to find your post if they're Googling certain things. So it's more of like an SEO option. The excerpt is really something different where if that's going to show up right under the post, and when you click on the Memorial Day specials, that opens up the actual text or meat of the post. Okay. So the next thing that I want to cover is the social media information. And I already have got, like I mentioned, those social media links on the overall layout page. So what we're going to do is we're going to view that page, and I can show you how that works. So if we go into Management Console, you want to determine where you want your links to go. So you can go and put them on any specific page by going into that page and clicking on Contents, or you can put it on every page of the site by coming into Appearance and Overall Layout. Like I mentioned earlier, typically you'll want them on every page. So we're going to go into that overall layout. And you can see there's a social media or social links module, and it's already been inserted onto this page, and it's up here at the very top. If I delete this, and we'll start kind of from scratch, if you don't have the module, your overall layout will look a little like this, so you won't see that. So in order to get that module onto your site, you need to come up here to this drop down up at the top left again and find the module. Now I do want to let you know there's a couple social media modules that you can work with. You have the social Facebook like box, and that allows you to put kind of a Facebook like box on one of your pages or every page of your site, and you can see and have people kind of running, it's kind of a running stream of what's going on with your Facebook. You can click on it, you can go into your Facebook that way. Customers can go into your Facebook that way. Now, the other one is social links, and this is really those links that you saw earlier on the site, and that I would advise most people, most distributors to get onto their site. If you click on social links and you insert the module, this is the edit mode of this particular module, and it's very simple. Based upon the different social URLs that you want to link out to, you basically just put your cursor in there and key in your URLs. So you would want to go to your Facebook page and make sure that you have the URL, copy that, and then insert it into this area here. It does need to have a certain format, so it's going to display http:// and then that URL strand. Okay. However, it will display Facebook. So if I just copy just general Facebook, we'll do that. I mean, this is just to get the icon up there. Paste it in. Now, if I had the Twitter, I could do Twitter. I could do LinkedIn this way as well. Okay. And I might just do that. We can do HTTP. I'm not quite sure these are going to be all correct URLs, but I'll copy the format. LinkedIn.com, and we'll do another one. HTTP : what was my Twitter? Okay, I'm not quite sure those are going to be correct links, but I'll insert them there just to show examples. Now, you have some ability to edit the display and how that appears on the site. If you want to put the icon, which brings forth the Facebook icon that you saw, you can do icons. And then if you want it to display next to it Facebook, you can display icons and text. A lot of people just go with the icon so that they just find the icon, click on that, and it takes them to the Facebook URL that you want them taken to. So I'm just going to do icons, or you could just have it say Facebook, Twitter, just the actual text. You do have the ability to adjust the different sizes that are available. If you want to use your own size, then you can upload your own graphic or your icon. So you need to go ahead and key in that URL of the icon or graphic that you want to have. So that's if you check use your own. But we'll leave it at 32. And if I click save, that's going to allow me to put those up there. Now it comes in over here to this side area. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So in order to put it where you want it to go, you just click on the dotted area and drag it up, and we'll put it up here. And when you see that white arrow, it's over there on the left, you know that it fits, so you can drop it in. If you don't get the white arrow, you got to play around and drag it around a little bit until you get the white arrow, and then it will drop in. So it's just a little playing around with those different modules. And if you've been on any of the other training, you have the ability to change the layout of your overall layout or even page by clicking and dragging these modules around and displaying them how you want to display them. There is a Facebook like box module listed down here, so you can kind of see what that looks like. So if you use that other module called Facebook like box, this is what it looks like. And it allows you to like things. It allows you to go into the Facebook using this area. And then you can kind of see a running stream of what's going on there. Now, if you're happy with the addition of those links, I obviously got them right, so this is just going to take it out to general Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. But the links, the images, you can see already have pulled through. And if we want to push that to the site so that customers can see it, we just click on Publish. And that'll, we can view the site, and that'll publish the information that we just did. So you now see them up here. And if I click on Facebook, it should take me out to just general Facebook. We can just click on it. And then, yeah, it's just the sign in. Actually, it's signing me into my husband's Facebook, so I apologize. So we can click back on Apparel King. And so that's kind of how you insert the various social media modules. And you've got the like box down here, so you can kind of see what that looks like. So I can take some questions if you'd like, if you have any questions regarding what we covered today. Now, if you're looking for a more interactive blogging program, you have the ability to, because there's a lot of blogging programs and things, systems out there. What I suggest, if you already have a blogging, that's an active blog that you're using, you can go ahead and link that current blog up to your website, but you would need to be in what's called an HTML module, and you would copy the source code of that blog. And in order to do that, it's a little bit more complicated. I'm not going to get into it today. We have another webinar on blogging coming up later that's an intermediate to advanced webinar, and I'll show you on that. But I do encourage you, if you're interested in connecting your blog to your site, and it is a different URL completely, please contact our support team. They're more than happy to help you, and they're extremely helpful in doing that. You basically need to get the code behind the blog and paste it into the HTML. So it gets a little bit complicated. Okay. Well, if there are no questions on what we covered, I thank you very much for taking time out of your busy day to attend this webinar. I have recorded it, so you can watch it. We'll get that posted in the next week or so onto our training website. and I look forward to seeing you on many more webinars. Thank you very much. Have a great day.